Okay, today we are playing a game on Hollywood. We are in the Platinum SR range, and we will be playing Reinhardt the entire way through. And our current team composition is Reinhardt, Roadhog, McCree, Genji, Torbjorn, and Anna. So it's not great. It was worse a second ago. There he goes. It was a very short cameo. It was worse a second ago because we were playing Zenyatta a second ago, but we correctly identified that then our only tank would be Roadhog. So perhaps, maybe, we should go back and change to a different hero. So we went back and changed to Reinhardt. So, that means Anna gets to be the only healer, but it's alright. We've got Hammer Wizard Torbjorn on our team, and he's the best tank DPS healer in the entire game, so I'm sure it'll work out in the end. So, let's just start the game. So, we've got Defend Hollywood first. Don't worry, this game isn't actually 33 minutes long, by the way. This is 2 games in 1 video. We're just doing the first game, so we're not actually going to be here for 1,000 years, which is what would happen with a 30-minute video. Or a 30-minute game, I should say. So, we're a little late to the party, not overly so. We missed like 1 fire strike we could have chucked at them, but other than that, we've missed absolutely nothing. So they have a Widowmaker. We don't know this yet, but they do have a Widowmaker, which is going to be unfortunate for us in a second. As you can see, right there. Fucking Cody's killed Torbjorn somehow. Which is, you know, it's not a great start. McCree's managed to kill Bridget, so that's helpful at least. We are standing, like, really forward right now, given how low health we are, and our only healer is Anna. As they're pushing in, we should be backing up a bit, seeing as we're already kinda low. So, because if we're up this far, and we've only got Anna as our healer, we're like half health, it's quite easy to suddenly get killed. That wasn't quite far back enough. Like, if we're, like, this far up, at like half health, and Anna's our only healer, we might just suddenly die if Reinhardt gets on us. They also have a Bridget, which makes it harder for us, but she got killed. It was actually Roadhog that killed her. I didn't see her get snatched right up there originally. So we're really fucking low. Oh, no, don't do it. No, don't do it. You can't do it. I know, I understand. I sympathize greatly with your desire to pin this man. You can't do it. Way too low. People are right there. Can't be done. You can't do it, because that's what happens. We die. And now, and then Anna died behind us as well, which is also somewhat suboptimal. I was going to say unoptimal, which is not the optimal way to phrase that sentence, funnily enough. I hate people that write their names like this. I hate people that write their names like that. Like, why? Why you gotta be that way? You fucking see these people who have got like a paragraph long name and every fucking letter of it's in a character like that. I'm like, okay, whatever. I get it, you really like the unknown Pokemon, but like, come on, get over it. So, miraculously enough, even though we lost our main tank and our only healer during that fight, they actually have made exactly 0 forward progress at all. So we've managed to get back and they haven't even captured the first tick of the checkpoint. Great, awesome. So, Anna should have gone to pick up one of those armor packs, because we need her to be alive, and she only just got back as well. She might have gotten one from over there, I guess, but like, you know. So, it looked like we had the shield up. It's mostly perplexing. Oh no, that cuts around us, okay. I was like, it's mostly surprising because we're still standing and the Roadhog isn't. I was like, I've seen that happen, but it's one of the rarer bugs Reinhardt can get. Nah, we were like a foot outside of the Earth Shatter right there. So we did not manage to block the Earth Shatter, which is unfortunate. There Reinhardt did get to do a lot of fighting before, and we were already basically at our ultimate, so it's not surprising that he has his as well. And we just didn't block it. Feels bad, man. We swung at him first, right? That's how it got past us? Yeah. I mean, you know, it's risky to do because this is what can happen. We basically put it back up again as quickly as we could have done with the swinging as well. So, if the intention was just to do damage, that's scary, if you think the other Reinhardt has Earth Shatter, because this exact thing can happen. If the plan was to bait the Earth Shatter out of him by swinging at him, then you have to put the shield up a lot faster than that. You basically fake that you're going in for the swing if you're trying to bait it out of him and then put the shield back up, because he can get it through like that. So if the plan was just to do damage to him, it's scary because that can happen. And if the plan was to bait him out, going for the actual, like, full swing is not usually what you want to do. You usually, like, bait that you're going in for the swing and then put the shield back up again basically immediately. Because as soon as he starts seeing you start swinging at them, he's going to push the button. And then that can happen, as we saw right there. So, we've got Earth Shatter built up, at least, and now he doesn't have his ultimate, so we've got that going for us, which is nice. Genji has staggered himself, which is very sad. We even all got, like, a decent spawn on this one, but Genji now is all the way back there. Genji's at least one of the faster heroes that can have to come back from the other spawn, but, you know, it's not ideal, still, at the same time. So, their Reinhardt did get to do some damage in that fight, so he's probably, like, halfway back to his ultimate by now, honestly. We don't need to be holding our shield up right now, because we're not really blocking anything. Hanzo's shooting at us right there, that's fair enough, but then once he starts going back, we're like, now we don't need to have the shield up anymore, because now Hanzo has gotten out of the way. He's probably going around to fire off the high ground, because I can't see him. No, he went over there to fire the dragon. Okay. Once Hanzo started going back around the corner, at that point we don't need to be holding the shield up anymore, because that's who we were blocking originally. I've never realized the particle effect was so fucking spiky. Holy shit. It's like we threw Supersonic into the ground in front of us. So, we're doing this right next to a pillar, and this pillar, it will block line of sight. You know, how does a simple wooden pole stop an entire earthquake? It's really fucking strong wood. Our lumbersmiths do great work, like 50 years in the future. I forget when Overwatch is set, whatever. So don't do it around the pillar, because that's what happens. We've also got a boostio happening right next to us. Wonderful. Optimal setup we've got going on right now. And then we get Earth Shattered right back again. Was it while we were using Fire Strike? Was while we were using Fire Strike. We established earlier that he had like half of his ult built up already. He built up the rest of it there. Did he actually get to swing that much in the fight, or was he way further ahead than I thought he was? No, I got to like Fire Strike a couple times around here. Yeah, and then he swings into us here. Then that goes through us. Yeah, he built up like the rest of it during this fight right here. So, then he just dropped it down in front of us. This is the, you know, we were probably going to lose that fight regardless by the look of it, because, I mean, we completely missed our Earth Shatter and we had a boostio running around, so it's not like the fight was looking particularly good, regardless of what we did with our Earth Shatter, or regardless of what we did with his Earth Shatter, but getting Earth Shattered still isn't all that fun. It tends to lead to some bad situations. So Bridget's too far up, we can just beat her to death. Bridget usually gets to beat Reinhardt in the 1v1, as long as the Bridget isn't bad. But she was way too far up, so we can just walk into her and beat her to death with no fear. There's nobody in the game Bridget can't duel, really, but if she drastically overextends like that, it's easy peasy. So, again, even though we lost that team fight rather badly, miraculously, they didn't really make that much forward progress, and we just got to come back off and beat them off it again. Hooray, now we have most of our Earth Shatter built up. I'm not sure what Reinhardt's at like ult-wise right now, because I'm not sure exactly how much fight he really got to take part in after the Earth Shatter was over. So we'll just assume that he's like we'll assume he got to swing into quite a few people regardless. If you're not sure what Reinhardt's ultimate is like on the other team, just assume he's close or has it, because the penalty for assuming that he has it and playing too cautiously is rather minimal. The penalty for assuming he doesn't have it, and then he does have it, is potentially you lose the game. So if you're not sure, just, like, assume he's got it or is really close to it. So he managed to take the nano boost away, but then we get pinned right back again. So, like, at this point, he's totally 100% got it, because he was nano boosted and got to do damage with it. And we were already assuming he got to do some damage. So, like, he's totally got it at this point. We didn't block it, but we were bubbled by Zarya, so that blocked it instead. Great. Zarya fixed our mistake. Good job, Zarya. That's what Zarya is really good at. She gets to undo other people's mistakes like that sometimes, so... We have not done a particularly good job of blocking Earth Shatters this game. We've blocked 0 of them. We kind of blocked that one, but really Zarya was the one that blocked that Earth Shatter. So, I'm guessing Genji's got Dragon Blade right now, seeing as he's saying to be nanoed. So, we've got Earth Shatter. If we've got Dragon Blade as well with Nano Boost, there should be no reason we lose this next team fight, and then they'll only have one team fight left, because they've only got 1.5 minutes left. So... It's not the greatest Earth Shatter in the world. I'm assuming he's gonna get nano boosted on this Dragon Blade from this point, so probably don't need to also use Earth Shatter at that point, because Nano Blade tends to kill a couple people at the least, so... If I would have saved it to see what happened with the Nano Blade, because it's not impossible we still end up using it during the team fight, but I would wait to see the outcome of the Nano Blade first, and then decide whether I'm going to use Earth Shatter or not. Because if we can get away with not using Earth Shatter during that team fight, we'll get to use it in the next team fight, and they've only got 1 minute left, so they've only got one, like, decent push left in them at this point, so... Because everyone was turned around. Yeah, but we only hit 2 people, and he was using Nano Blade. So I would have waited to see what he did first, and then saved it. Because if we can save it for this next team fight, we should be able to win off that, and then all good. No problem anymore. So I'm pretty sure Armacree just got killed with his own Deadeye. Because I saw that he killed... Yep, Armacree got killed by his own Deadeye. Feels bad, man. Yeah, so I would have waited to see what he did with the Nano Blade first. Just repeat myself a good 8 or 9 times, you know, that's what I'm about. So, it doesn't look like it's gonna matter too much, because they just kind of all died right in front of us right there anyway. But it's not unimaginable that using your ult when you didn't need to can change the outcome of the game. So, they're gonna start rushing back at this point. They could wait to get, like, one decent push left going. But, once it gets down under 30 seconds... people want to group up even less than usual, so they're just going to start rushing forward undermanned in all likelihood. We're up in the Graviton. Lucio had sound barrier, so we actually got to survive inside of the sound barrier, which is nice. We are taking way too much damage while all of this is happening, because we are really close to having Earth Shatter right now, so we really don't want to die. So, like... we just swung into Zarya while she has her shield up. Don't do that. Right here. Just cancel it with the shield, because we just gave her some charge right there. And basically, right now, put shield up, recover some health. Anna got killed behind us, but Lucio is still here. Put shield up, recover some health first, or... wait until you see Zarya start reloading, so you don't die when you take your shield down, and then oh, did Lucio build another sound barrier up? Or was I just insane and thought we got sound barriered? Because that seemed way too fast to build up another sound barrier. I might have been crazy the entire time. That wouldn't be shocking information, honestly. So just hold the shield up and recover a little bit of health first, or wait until the person with the gun in front of you is reloading, so that you don't die while you're using the Earth Shatter. Because if you're like 200 health or below, chances of dying when you start using Earth Shatter are extremely high, and nothing feels worse than losing your Earth Shatter. So now we've got to attack Hollywood. We haven't got to get it super far. It's definitely not unimaginable we lose this fight still. Or we lose this game, rather, still. It's definitely not unimaginable we lose a fight, but it's not unimaginable we lose this game still from this position. Because Hollywood's one of those maps where you can feasibly win on any of the 3 checkpoints. So, I've seen plenty of games where I've been like, I've only got to capture the first checkpoint. Oh, we didn't do that. Alright, so I guess we lost anyway. Guess we're bad. But that's also not shocking information either. Everyone's bad in this video game. It's not a game about who's better, it's a game about which team is less boosted than the other team is. And you hope it's your team. It usually isn't. Anyway. So, They've got a Reinhardt again as well. They've also got a Hanzo up there on the high ground. Turns out they've got a Torbjorn as well. So, Hanzo's the scary one. Basically, we can block the Torbjorn turret. So we want to go left, which is fair enough. Left is usually the best way to go. Especially since Torbjorn has probably put his turret in a way that it'll shoot at the gate, but it might not be able to see the back corner. Unfortunately, these two people went up by themselves and didn't wait for us to get over here, so they just went and fucking died. So we're not going to win this push, because we just lost two people right at the start. So we can hover around here and wait for them to get back, or we can retreat back to the archway. I tried to not retreat back out the choke point if possible, because that's the hardest thing to do, is get through the choke point. So I don't like to give up ground and, like, go completely back out again if at all avoidable. So, like, I'm sure you can imagine, but this was a very bad order of operations right here. And we just came around the corner and pushed E immediately, it looks like. But he's been woken up, and now this is a very bad charge. This is a very bad charge to do. So I'm pretty sure the other boys aren't back yet. They're getting back. They're just about back. We'll say that's good enough. But this is still not a good charge, because we're going really fucking far into the enemy team right here. They also had ample time to react to this. Their Reinhardt could have easily countercharged this, but he started using Fire Strike immediately after he woke up. So, I mean, you know. We gone way too far. Now, we sleep over here. We got nano boosted, so we get to still be alive at least, but that was a very bad charge. We should not have done that one. We went so fucking far. And I'm not going to use Earth Shatter from this position, because I'm not expecting to win this team fight. I'm not even in this position to begin with. I don't use my charge right there. But, like, using Earth Shatter in the middle of this kind of hectic melee almost never results in a particularly good Earth Shatter. Like, we fucked up this engage really badly. I'm not going to double down on it and use Earth Shatter right there as well. Because you just can't keep track of all the moving parts in that kind of thing. Sometimes you're in the middle of the melee and you can see the fucking code in the matrix and you can get the good Earth Shatter off still. But usually not. Usually you end up hitting like one or two people at most. And one of them tends to be the tank right in front of you. I'd rather just hold it for the next push instead at that point. We already fucked up the engage, let's not double down on the mistake that we already made. At least we had gotten an ultimate out of it. So, we still want to try and go left, which is fair enough. I prefer going left on Hollywood so I can sympathize. Our team is not really with us on this maneuver, though, it seems. Which, what can you do, right? So, like, we're not really accomplishing anything over here right now, because not all of our team is following us across this way. So, because the goal is that, like, we get them over here. So, we need to be, like, over there with them, still trying to, because this is also the two, like, least survivable people who are over here, right? These are the two people most at risk from doing this walk. We have to actually, like, come and block for these two, because these are the two that most want us to block for them, and we're over here not blocking for them. I know we want to be over here pushing left, but, like, we're about to leave these two people to push across this giant open space in front of the entire enemy team. We can't do that. We have to actually come and block for these two people still. I know it's not what we want to be doing. We want to just be walking over this way. They didn't really follow us, so we've got to, like, stay over there with them and, like, try, and, you know, we can continue trying to usher them over here, but we need them to get across. Anna died getting across, so did McCree. McCree actually rolled across and got most of the way over here, but he got killed by Hanzo, like, right behind us, so that's also unfortunate. If your team doesn't, like, group up and start going the same way as you do, you kind of have to, like, give up on what you want to do at that point. Like, most of our team followed us across. 3 of our team followed us across, but our main healer didn't, so kind of need her more than anybody else, really. So this team fight's not exactly looking too good. We got most of Earth Shatter built off of it at least. I'm just spamming that I have just nano me every time. That's indeed true. That they could not Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, they could not physically follow you into that fight. Okay. I thought you were gonna say, like, follow up or follow me through or something like that. And I was like, they were in a black hole at the time. So we've got Earth Shatter built up at least. We have one fight left. We've got Earth Shatter, we got Nano Blade. This could be enough to win the fight still, because we got two pretty strong ultimates right there. So we've, that didn't get blocked, did it? That lady looked like she was on the ground. Yeah, that did not get blocked. This is, suboptimal. Oh no, Uwu killed everyone behind us. Oh god. Oh, Jesus Christ. What a disaster. So we didn't block the Earth Shatter again. So we blocked none Earth Shatters the entire game, I believe. No, the one that got blocked was because Zarya blocked it, not us. So, yeah, you guys can't heal shit. They kept dying. That's the issue right there, is they weren't alive. You know? Oh no, it's Uwu. Trust a Hanzo to be named Uwu. Look at this. He's like, it's free real estate. I mean, if you get flanked by Hanzo, that's going to be a sad day regardless, but it didn't help that most of our team was on the ground behind us as well, which sort of killed that last push off. So, things that stand out the most, we did a terrible job at blocking Earth Shatter. We blocked none Earth Shatters the entire game. The one that did get blocked, we didn't actually block. Zarya did. So, it's kind of a big deal for Reinhardt to block the Earth Shatter, and just, like, letting 4 of them past us is pretty bad. So, the thing that stands out the most is, like, track the enemy Reinhardt ult better, and focus on blocking that, because if the other, like, it's really easy to carry as Reinhardt if the other Reinhardt just doesn't block Earth Shatter, because you just get to wipe his team almost every time it happens. So, yeah. So thank you very much for watching if you did. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord and ask questions more directly and have a conversation about them, or just shitpost with us, and I hope you found the video helpful.